I discovered my wife's affair on a Tuesday night in March, sitting in my home office with a glass of bourbon. I never finished drinking. Melissa and I had been married for 7 years, together for 9. I was 34, a senior operations manager at a logistics firm, pulling in around $130,000 a year. She was 32, a marketing coordinator who changed jobs every 18 months, contributing maybe $30,000 when she was actually employed. I covered the mortgage, the car payments, the health insurance, the groceries, the utilities. I'd paid for her last career pivot too, $11,000 in certification courses so she could find her passion in digital marketing. She traveled for work sometimes, or so she said. That Tuesday she texted me around noon, staying in Dallas an extra night, client dinner ran late, flying back tomorrow. I'd responded with a thumbs up emoji buried in spreadsheets, not thinking twice about it. Around 11 that night, my phone buzzed with a cloud storage notification. We shared an account for photos and documents. The alert said Melissa had uploaded a new video file. I assumed it was something work-related she wanted me to review, maybe a presentation she'd mentioned. I opened the file, 10 minutes and 43 seconds of my wife in a hotel room with another man. The video opened with her laughing, adjusting the camera on what looked like a dresser. Expensive room, floor-to-ceiling windows showing a downtown skyline I recognized as Dallas. She wore black lingerie I'd never seen before, probably purchased with our joint credit card. "Is it recording?" she asked someone off camera. "Yeah, it's going," a man's voice responded. She looked directly into the lens, smiled and said, "Just watch and learn, David. This is what a real man looks like." Then she turned toward him, and I stopped watching. I sat there in my office chair for 20 minutes, completely still. The video paused on my screen. The bourbon sat untouched. My hands didn't shake. My heart didn't race. I felt something I'd never experienced before, a cold, crystalline clarity that settled over me like frost. I didn't cry. I didn't shout. I didn't throw anything. I watched the first 30 seconds again, just to make sure I'd heard correctly, just to confirm she'd actually said my name, just to verify she'd created video evidence of her affair and addressed it directly to me, taunting me, mocking me, performing her betrayal like entertainment. She had. I checked the file properties, uploaded 6 days ago, dated from the previous Wednesday when she'd claimed a girls' night with her co-workers. The luxury hotel's logo was visible on the bedside notepad. The Jewel, downtown Dallas, $400 a night minimum. I examined the video metadata, 10 minutes and 43 seconds. She'd narrated portions of it. Commentary about what I supposedly couldn't do, what I supposedly wasn't, delivered between laughter and sounds I had no interest in hearing. The man's face was clearly visible in several frames. Younger than me, maybe 28, expensive watch, cocky smile. I created a new folder on my personal laptop, disconnected from the cloud, downloaded the video, saved 3 backup copies on separate drives, deleted nothing from the shared account. I wanted her to think I hadn't seen it, that she'd uploaded it accidentally, that she still had time to cover her tracks. Then I opened my banking app. Joint checking account, $41,000. Joint savings, $78,000. Both accounts showed regular direct deposits from my employer. Her sporadic deposits barely registered. I calculated quickly. Over 90% of that money came from my income over the past 7 years. I checked our joint credit card statement. The Jewel Hotel, 6 nights ago, $473. Nordstrom purchase, same day, $618. Dinner at a steakhouse I'd never heard of, $312. She'd funded her affair with my money. I closed the laptop and sat in the darkness of my office, listening to the house settle around me. The house I'd bought before we married. The house that had only my name on the deed. The house I'd foolishly added her to for security after the wedding. Melissa would be home tomorrow afternoon. She'd walk in with her rolling suitcase and her lies, kiss me on the cheek, ask about my week, act like she hadn't just created a humiliation video starring my inadequacy. But I had 20 hours to prepare, and I'd learned a long time ago that the man who controls his emotions controls the outcome. I opened my laptop again and typed 4 words into Google. Divorce attorney near me. Then I refined the search. Divorce attorney, adultery evidence. The first result was a firm downtown, available for emergency consultations, specializing in high-conflict cases with infidelity. I sent an email requesting their earliest available appointment, attached a brief description of my situation, and mentioned I had video evidence. They responded in 14 minutes. Available tomorrow at 8 a.m. I confirmed. Then I went to bed in the guest room, set my alarm for 6, and slept better than I had in months because I'd made a decision, sitting in that office chair with my wife's betrayal playing on loop. I wasn't going to rage. I wasn't going to beg. I wasn't going to give her the satisfaction of seeing me broken. I was going to dismantle her life with the same cold precision she'd used to mock mine. She'd told me to watch and learn, so I would. The attorney's office opened at 7:30. I arrived at 7:45 with my laptop and 3 USB drives containing the video evidence. Marcus Chen was 52, gray at the temples, expensive suit, handshake like a vice. He'd handled over 200 divorce cases involving adultery. His retainer was $8,000. I wrote the check without hesitation. "Show me what you have," he said. I played 30 seconds of the video, just enough for him to see her face, hear her voice, catch the "watch and learn" line directed at me. He stopped me. "That's sufficient. This is about as clear-cut as adultery evidence gets. She addressed you by name, created the recording deliberately, and the video metadata will timestamp everything. Texas is a no-fault state, but this kind of evidence accelerates proceedings and affects asset division significantly in your favor. What do I need to do?" I asked. "Nothing yet? Don't confront her. Don't change your behavior. Act normal. I need you to document everything over the next 72 hours. Bank statements, credit card records, property deeds, vehicle titles, her employment information, any shared assets. Bring me everything by Friday. We'll file next Monday." I spent Wednesday gathering documents, every bank statement from the past 3 years, every credit card record, the house deed showing my name only. I'd never added her despite her requests. Vehicle titles, my truck in my name, her sedan in her name, but I'd paid the down payment. Investment accounts, mine alone, opened before marriage. Her student loans, $73,000, co-signed by her parents. Not my responsibility. The financial picture was clearer than I'd expected. The house was mine. The retirement accounts were mine. The only shared assets were the checking and savings accounts, and I'd contributed 92% of those funds over 7 years. Thursday morning, I opened a new checking account at a different bank. Transferred my next paycheck routing there, left $2,000 in the joint account. Enough to avoid suspicion, not enough to matter. Thursday afternoon, Melissa came home from Dallas. She walked in around 4, rolling suitcase behind her, hair perfect, makeup fresh, smiling like nothing had happened. "Hey baby," she said, kissing my cheek. "Missed you. How was the trip?" I asked. My voice steady, exhausting. Client was demanding, but I think we landed the account. She moved into the kitchen, opened the refrigerator, grabbed a bottle of water. "How was your week?" "Productive," I said. She didn't notice anything different, didn't sense the shift, didn't realize I'd spent the past 48 hours building a legal fortress around everything she thought she'd taken a divorce. That night, she fell asleep next to me like she always did. I lay awake, staring at the ceiling, thinking about Marcus Chen's final instruction. When you confront her, make sure you've already filed. Don't give her time to hide assets or create a counter-narrative. You control the timing. You control the outcome. Friday morning, I delivered everything to Marcus. By Friday afternoon, he drafted the divorce petition. Adultery cited with video evidence attached in a sealed filing. Asset division favorable to me based on my 92% financial contribution. Immediate temporary orders requested. Her removal from the house within 7 days. Freeze on joint accounts. Prohibition on disposing of shared assets. "We'll file Monday morning at 8, Marcus said. "She'll be served Monday afternoon. I recommend you're not home when it happens. Stay somewhere else. Let her process alone. Don't engage when she calls or texts. Direct everything to me." Or, Saturday and Sunday passed in surreal normalcy. We had brunch, watched a movie. She talked about work. I nodded and smiled and said nothing about the papers that would shatter her world in 48 hours. Sunday night, she noticed something. We were sitting on the couch, some Netflix show playing that neither of us watched. She looked over at me, tilted her head. "You're smiling," she said. I was. I hadn't realized. "Am I?" I asked. "You've been smiling all weekend, like actually happy. I haven't seen you this relaxed in months." Her eyes narrowed slightly. "What's going on?" "Nothing," I said. "Just had a good week at work. Feeling optimistic about some projects." "That's it?" She studied my face. "You sure?" "Positive," I said, and the smile widened just a fraction. She didn't say anything else, but I saw the flicker of uncertainty cross her face. Something in my demeanor had shifted, and she couldn't identify what. She went to bed early, claimed exhaustion, but I heard her awake at 2 a.m., scrolling through her phone in the darkness. Monday morning arrived with clear skies and temperatures in the low 70s. Marcus filed the papers at 8 a.m. The process server would arrive at our house at 3 p.m. I called in sick to work, drove to a hotel downtown, checked in for 3 nights. At 3:17 p.m., my phone exploded with notifications. 12 missed calls from Melissa, 7 text messages, progressing from confusion to panic. "David, someone just served me divorce papers. Call me now. This is insane. We need to talk about this. Why didn't you talk to me first? We can work this out. Call me. I'm calling your office. They said you're sick. Where are you? Please, just tell me where you are. We need to fix this. I'm sorry. Please. I'm so sorry. Come home." I didn't respond to any of them. I forwarded everything to Marcus and muted her number. He texted me 30 minutes later. "She called my office 16 times. Her attorney will contact me soon. You did well. Stay away. Let her sit with this." I ordered room service, opened my laptop, and started working remotely. Everything was in place. The legal framework, the financial separation, the evidence she couldn't dispute. Now I just had to wait for the confrontation I'd been preparing for since that Tuesday night in March. She told me to watch and learn. I'd watched. I'd learned. And now it was her turn to understand exactly what kind of man she'd underestimate. The attorney's office opened at 7:30 Wednesday morning. I arrived early with the video evidence on 3 USB drives. Marcus Chen was 52, gray temples, 200 divorce cases under his belt. His retainer was $8,000. I paid immediately. I showed him 30 seconds of the video. Her face, her voice, the watch and learn line addressed to me by name. "Clear-cut, adultery evidence," he said. "Texas is no fault, but this accelerates everything and heavily favors you in asset division. Don't confront her yet. Gather financial documents. Bring everything Friday. We file Monday." I spent 2 days collecting evidence. Bank statements showing my 92% contribution to joint accounts. House deed with only my name. Vehicle titles. Investment accounts opened before marriage. Credit card records showing her affair spending. The Jewel Hotel. Nordstrom. Expensive dinners. All funded with my money. Thursday morning, I opened a separate bank account and changed my direct deposit. Left $2,000 in the joint account to avoid suspicion. Thursday afternoon, Melissa returned from Dallas, kissed my cheek, talked about her exhausting trip, acted like she hadn't created a humiliation video starring my inadequacy. I nodded, smiled, asked appropriate questions. She noticed nothing. Friday, I delivered everything to Marcus. By afternoon, he'd drafted the divorce petition citing adultery with sealed video evidence. Asset division favorable to me. Temporary orders requesting her removal from the house within 7 days. We file Monday at 8, Marcus said. She'll be served Monday afternoon around 3. Don't be home. Stay somewhere else. Don't respond when she calls. Direct everything to me. The weekend passed in surreal normalcy. Brunch movies, casual conversation. She talked about landing a new client. I smiled and nodded, knowing the papers that would destroy her world were already prepared. Sunday night, she noticed something had changed. We sat on the couch watching Netflix. She looked over, tilted her head. "You're smiling," she said. I was. I hadn't realized. "Am I? You've been smiling all weekend, actually happy. I haven't seen you this relaxed in months." Her eyes narrowed. "What's going on?" "Just had a good week at work," I said, feeling optimistic. "That's it?" She studied my face. "You sure?" "Positive." The smile widened slightly. She went to bed early, but I heard her awake at 2 a.m., scrolling through her phone in the darkness. Something in my demeanor unsettled her, and she couldn't identify what. Monday morning, Marcus filed at 8. The process server would arrive at 3. I called in sick, checked into a hotel downtown for 3 nights. At 3:17, my phone exploded. 12 missed calls, 7 texts, progressing from confusion to panic to desperate apology. I forwarded everything to Marcus and muted her number. He texted 30 minutes later. "She called my office 16 times. Stay away. Let her sit with this." I ordered room service and worked remotely from the hotel. Everything was in place. The legal fortress, the financial separation, the irrefutable evidence. She'd told me to watch and learn. I'd watched. I'd learned. Now she would understand exactly what kind of man she'd underestimated. If you're invested in seeing how this plays out, hit that subscribe button because the confrontation is coming and it's going to be satisfying. I stayed at the hotel for 3 days while Melissa's calls and texts piled up, all unanswered. Marcus handled handled her attorney's initial contact. Denial, confusion, requests to pause proceedings. He shut down every attempt. Thursday morning, I went home. She was in the kitchen when I walked in, dressed for work but looking like she hadn't slept. Her eyes were red, makeup smudged, hands trembling around a coffee mug. "David," she said immediately, "thank God. We need to talk about this. This is insane. You can't just—" "I'm here to get some things," I interrupted calm. "I'll be staying elsewhere during the separation period." "Separation period? David, this is our home. We can work this out. Whatever's wrong, we can fix it. Please just talk to me." I smiled. Not cruelly, just a small, genuine smile. Her face changed. "Why are you smiling?" "No reason," I said, moving past her toward the bedroom. She followed. "You've been different since last weekend. Something changed." "What happened?" I packed a duffel bag with clothes, toiletries, laptop charger. She stood in the doorway, watching, her panic escalating with every item I folded. "Is there someone else?" she asked suddenly. "Is that what this is? You met someone?" I laughed. Actually laughed. "No, Melissa, there's no one else." "Then what? You just decided out of nowhere to divorce me after 7 years? Without even talking to me first?" "I don't think we need to talk," I said, zipping the bag. "Yes, we do. Whatever I did, whatever you think I did, what you think you did." I turned to face her fully. Interesting phrasing. Her eyes widened slightly. Something in my tone made her step back. "I don't know what you mean," she said. "Don't you?" The smile never left my face. She stared at me, and I watched the calculations happening behind her eyes. What did he find? How much does he know? Did someone see something? Tell him something. "David, please. I love you. We can get through this. I'll be back Saturday for the rest of my things," I said, shouldering the bag. "You should probably start looking for somewhere to stay." "What? This is my house too." "Actually, it's not. Check the deed. Only my name. Always has been." I walked past her, down the stairs toward the door. "David!" She ran after me. "You can't do this. You can't just throw away 7 years." I stopped at the door, hand on the knob, and turned back. She stood at the bottom of the stairs, tears streaming, hands shaking. "I'm not throwing anything away," I said quietly. "I'm just done picking up what you already destroyed." I left, didn't look back, heard her sobbing behind the closed door as I got in my truck. Friday, Marcus called. Her attorney is pushing for mediation. She wants to negotiate terms, avoid a hearing. I told them we're proceeding with the scheduled hearing unless she agrees to our terms entirely, which she won't. She's panicking. "Whatever you're doing, keep doing it." Friday night, I stayed at the hotel, reviewed the evidence one final time, and prepared for Saturday. The confrontation was coming. The moment she'd see exactly what I knew, and exactly how thoroughly I dismantled the life she thought she controlled. She'd spent the week spiraling, desperate, confused, trying to figure out what I knew and how to fix something she didn't even realize was shattered beyond repair. Tomorrow, she'd find out, and I'd be smiling the entire time. Saturday morning, I arrived at the house at 9. Melissa's car was in the driveway. I texted her an hour earlier, coming by at 9 to talk. "Be there," she'd responded immediately. "I'll be here. Thank you. We can fix this." I walked in carrying my laptop bag. She was in the living room, dressed carefully, makeup done, coffee ready on the table. She'd staged this like a reconciliation scene. "Hi," she said softly. "Thank you for coming. I made coffee. Your favorite." "Thanks," I said, sitting in the armchair across from her, not next to her on the couch. Distance mattered. She noticed. Her smile faltered. I opened the laptop but didn't turn it toward her yet. "Before we talk about reconciliation," I said calmly, "I have some questions about your Dallas trip 2 weeks ago." Her face went carefully neutral. "Okay, what about it? What hotel did you stay at?" The Marriott downtown." "Why?" "Which Marriott? Dallas has 4 downtown." "The one on Commerce Street." "Interesting. What client were you meeting?" "Henderson Marketing. The VP wanted to discuss—" "What's the VP's name?" Her pause lasted 3 seconds too long. "Sarah Henderson." "And where did you have dinner?" "Some steakhouse. I don't remember the name." "David, why are you interrogating me? What was the name of your colleague who went with Jessica?" "From accounts." "David, what is this?" I smiled. "You're lying about every single answer." Her face drained of color. "I'm not. If you're feeling angry right now, hit that like button because you're about to see justice served." I turned the laptop toward her. The video was paused on the opening frame. Her, in black lingerie, adjusting the camera, smiling. She stared at the screen. Her mouth opened. No sound came out. "The Jewel Hotel," I said calmly. "Not the Marriott. $473 on our joint credit card. You weren't with Jessica from accounts. You weren't meeting Sarah Henderson from Henderson Marketing, who doesn't exist, by the way. You were creating this." I pressed play for 10 seconds. Her voice came through the speakers. Just watch and learn. David, this is what a real man looks like. I paused it. Melissa's hands went to her mouth, her eyes filled with tears. Her whole body started shaking. How? She whispered. How did you uploaded it to our shared cloud account 2 weeks ago. I've watched it exactly twice. Once when I found it, once with my attorney. Oh my God. Oh my God. David, I can explain. Explain what? Explain how you accidentally created a 10-minute video mocking me while fucking someone else. Explain how you accidentally addressed it to me by name. Explain how you accidentally funded your affair with my money. It wasn't. She was crying now, mascara running. It wasn't supposed to. He made me. I didn't mean for you to. He made you. I laughed coldly. He forced you to say my name, to perform for the camera, to mock our marriage. No, I don't know what I was thinking. I was drunk. It was a mistake. Please, David, please. It was one time. It didn't mean anything. I reached into my laptop bag and pulled out a folder, tossed it on the coffee table between us. Divorce papers, I said. Filed Monday, citing adultery with video evidence attached. You've already been served, but here's your copy of the complete filing. Nez, she opened the folder with shaking hands, scanned the first page. You filed. You already filed. Monday morning, 8 a.m., before you even woke up. But we can stop it. We can withdraw. I don't want to withdraw it. David, please. I made a mistake. One mistake. 7 years of marriage. We can go to counseling. I'll do anything. Please. I love you. Do you know what else I've done in the past 2 weeks? I asked conversationally. Opened a separate bank account. Transferred my income there. The joint account has $2,000 left. That's yours. Everything else is mine. I've also changed the locks on this house. My house. Check the deed. Only my name. I've consulted with my attorney about eviction proceedings. You have 7 days to find somewhere else to live. Her face went from red to white. You can't. This is my home. It's not. It never was. I bought it before we married. You contributed nothing to the mortgage. Your name isn't on the deed. You're a guest who's overstayed her welcome. I have rights. We're married. We're married. Soon to be were. And yes, you have rights to about 8% of the marital assets, which amounts to roughly $6,000 from the joint savings after accounting for your contributions. My attorney has the full breakdown. Oh, and your boyfriend, the one in the video? I had a private investigator identify him. His name is Tyler Morrison, 28, sales executive at a medical device company, also married. His wife received an anonymous copy of your video last Monday. She's filing for divorce too. You destroyed 2 marriages. Congratulations. Melissa collapsed onto the couch, sobbing. No, 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 no. This can't be happening. David, please. I'll do anything. I'll delete the video. I'll end it with him. I'll quit my job. I'll go to therapy. Please don't do this. The video's evidence in a legal filing. You can't delete it. Tyler's already gone. His wife filed a restraining order. Your job doesn't matter to me, and therapy won't fix what you chose to do. It wasn't a choice. I was confused. The marriage was stale. You were always working. You never paid attention to me. I worked to pay for everything you enjoy. This house, your car, your clothes, your certification courses, your affair apparently. $11,000 I spent on your career change last year. You thanked me by fucking someone else and filming it for my benefit. She looked up at mascara streaking her face, desperation in her eyes. What do you want me to say? What can I do to fix this? Nothing, I said, standing up. There's nothing to fix. It's over. I suggest you start packing. You have until next Saturday. After that, the sheriff will remove you and your belongings will be on the lawn. Where am I supposed to go? I don't care. Your parents, a friend, a hotel, Tyler's place. Oh wait, his wife kicked him out too. Maybe you two can get an apartment together with your $6,000. I closed my laptop, picked up my bag, and walked toward the door. David, she ran after me, grabbed my arm. Please, don't leave like this. We can talk more. I'll sign whatever you want. Just don't leave me like this. I looked down at her hand on my arm, then at her face. You told me to watch and learn, Melissa. Remember? You said that. On camera, addressed to me specifically. So I watched. I learned. I learned exactly who you are. I learned exactly what you thought of me. And I learned exactly how much respect you had for our marriage. I pulled my arm free gently. I learned something else too, I said. I learned that I'm worth more than being someone's joke, someone's backup plan, someone's wallet while she fucks other men in luxury hotels. I opened the door. Goodbye, Melissa. My attorney will handle everything from here. Don't contact me again unless it's through him. David, please. I walked out, got in my truck, started the engine, backed out of the driveway. Through the rearview mirror, I saw her standing in the doorway, collapsed against the frame, sobbing. I didn't look back. I drove away from 7 years of marriage. marriage. From the woman who'd created a video to humiliate, from the life I'd built that she'd destroyed without a second thought. And I felt nothing but relief. What do you think? Was this justice or revenge? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this story isn't over yet. Saturday morning at 9, I walked into the house carrying my laptop. Melissa was in the living room, dressed carefully, coffee ready. She'd staged a reconciliation scene. "Thank you for coming," she said softly. "We can fix this." I sat in the armchair, not beside her, opened my laptop but kept it facing me. "I have questions about your Dallas trip," I said calmly. Her face went neutral. "Okay, what hotel?" "The Marriott downtown." "Which one?" "Dallas has 4. The one on Commerce Street." "What client were you meeting?" "Henderson Marketing. The VP wanted to..." "What's the VP's name?" 3 seconds of silence. "Sarah Henderson." "Where did you have dinner?" "Some steakhouse." "I don't remember." "David, why are you..." "You're lying about every answer," I said, turning the laptop toward her. The video was paused on the opening frame, her in black lingerie, smiling at the camera. "If you're feeling angry right now, smash that like button." Her face drained completely white. "How did you..." I played 10 seconds. Her voice, "Just watch and learn, Dave. This is what a real man looks like." I paused it. Her hands covered her mouth. Her whole body shook. "You uploaded it to our shared cloud storage 2 weeks ago," I said. "The Jewel Hotel, not the Marriott. $473 on our credit card. I've watched this twice. Once when I found it, once with my divorce attorney." "Oh God." "David, I can explain. It was a mistake. He made me. I was drunk. It didn't mean anything. He forced you to say my name? To mock me on camera? Please, David. One mistake. 7 years. We can go to counseling. I'll do anything. I love you." I pulled divorce papers from my bag and tossed them on the table. "Filed Monday morning," I said, citing adultery with video evidence attached. She grabbed them with shaking hands. "You already filed? We can stop this." "I don't want to stop it." "You know what else I did? Opened a separate bank account. Transferred my income there. The joint account has $2,000 left. That's yours. Change the locks on this house. My house. Only my name on the deed. You have 7 days to leave. This is my home." "No, I bought it before marriage. You contributed nothing to the mortgage. Your name's not on the deed. Check it." "I have rights to 8% of the marital assets, about $6,000. My attorney calculated it." "Oh, and your boyfriend, Tyler Morrison, 28, medical device sales. Also married? His wife received a copy of your video Monday. She's filing for divorce too. You destroyed 2 marriages." Melissa collapsed, sobbing. "No, this can't be happening. I'll delete the video. I'll end it with him. I'll do anything." The video's sealed evidence. Tyler's gone. His wife filed a restraining order. There's nothing to fix. Pack your things. You have until next Saturday or the sheriff removes you. Where do I go? Your parents. A friend. A hotel. I don't care. I stood, grabbed my bag, headed for the door. She ran after me, grabbed my arm. "Please don't leave like this. I'll sign whatever you want." I looked at her hand, then her face. "You told me to watch and learn, Melissa. On camera, addressed to me. So I watched. I learned who you are, what you thought of me, how much you respected our marriage." I pulled free. I learned I'm worth more than being someone's joke while she fucks other men in hotels I paid for. I opened the door. "Goodbye. My attorney handles everything now. Don't contact me unless it's through him. David, please." I walked out, got in my truck, started the engine. Through the rearview mirror, I saw her collapsed in the doorway. I didn't look back. I drove away from 7 years, from the woman who'd humiliated me on video, from the life she'd destroyed, and I felt nothing but relief. Was this justice or revenge? Drop your thoughts in the comments. The first week after I walked out, Melissa's life unraveled with stunning speed. She called me 83 times. I didn't answer once. She emailed, texted, showed up at my office building Tuesday afternoon until security escorted her out. She posted cryptic messages on social media about misunderstandings and fighting for love. Her friends started commenting with questions. Someone posted a vague reference to the video. The comments section exploded. She deleted everything by evening, but screenshots lived forever. Thursday, her mother called me. I answered. "David, what happened?" "Melissa's devastated. She won't tell me anything except you're divorcing her. After 7 years, there must be some mistake." "Erk, there's no mistake, Patricia. Ask Melissa about the video she made in Dallas. She'll explain." Silence. Then, "What video?" Ask her. "I'm sorry this affects you, but your daughter made choices. She's facing consequences." I hung up. 20 minutes later, Melissa called screaming that I'd told her mother. I didn't answer. By week 2, the social consequences had compounded. Tyler's wife had apparently been less discreet with the video than I'd been. Several of Melissa's co-workers had seen it or heard about it. about it. HR launched an investigation into workplace relationships after rumors surfaced about her affair partner. She wasn't fired, but she was quietly reassigned to a lesser role with no client contact. Tyler had completely ghosted her. His wife's attorney had apparently threatened legal action if he contacted Melissa again. Her friends stopped calling after the social media disaster made them ask questions she couldn't answer without admitting the truth. Meanwhile, I was thriving. I'd moved into a modern 2-bedroom apartment downtown with floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the city. I'd thrown myself into work with renewed focus and energy I hadn't felt in years. My manager noticed. In week 3, he called me into his office and offered me a promotion to Director of Operations with an 18% raise and a team of 12 people reporting to me. I accepted immediately. I joined a gym, lost 14 pounds in a month, started running in the mornings, reconnected with college friends I'd lost touch with during the marriage. We met every Thursday for basketball and beers. In week 4, a friend invited me to a networking event for logistics professionals. I went, not expecting anything, just trying to stay busy. That's where I met Sarah. She was 31, a pediatric surgeon at Children's Hospital, confident and funny and completely uninterested in gameplay. We talked for 2 hours about everything except our relationship histories. She asked me to coffee. I said yes. We had 3 dates before I told her about the divorce. She listened without judgment, asked intelligent questions and said, "That sounds incredibly painful. I'm glad you're handling it well. Let me know if you want to talk about it or never mention it again. Either way is fine." I'd never met someone so emotionally mature. By week 6, we were seeing each other regularly. She had her own career, her own apartment, her own life. She didn't need me to fix anything or pay for anything or complete her. We were equals, choosing to spend time together. The contrast to my marriage was staggering. Week 7, I got another promotion, VP of Operations. Corner office, 50-person department, 32% raise from my original salary. Melissa, according to her LinkedIn, which I checked exactly once, had been let go from her marketing position. No explanation. Her profile said she was seeking new opportunities. 6 months after I'd walked out of that house, I ran into her at Whole Foods. I was loading groceries into my new truck, a fully loaded F-150 I'd bought after the promotion. When I heard my name, David, I turned. Melissa stood 10 feet away next to an old Honda Civic I didn't recognize. She'd gained weight. Her hair was poorly dyed. She wore clothes from Target, not Nordstrom. She looked exhausted and defeated. "Melissa," I said neutrally, I didn't expect to see you." She stepped closer. "You look good. Really good. Thanks. New truck?" "Yeah. Company bonus." That's great. I'm happy for you." She didn't sound happy. She sounded hollow. "How have you been?" "Good. You?" Her smile cracked. "Honestly? Not great. I lost my job. Had to move in with my parents. Tyler got back together with his wife somehow. They're in counseling. My mom barely speaks to me after she saw the video. I'm in therapy twice a week, trying to deal with everything. I'm sorry to hear that," I said, and meant it. Not because I felt bad for her, because I genuinely didn't care enough to feel anything. "I've been wanting to reach out," she continued, "to apologize properly. What I did was unforgivable. The video was cruel and stupid, and I hate myself for it. I destroyed us. I destroyed everything, and I'm so sorry. I appreciate the apology," I said. She looked at me hopefully. "Do you think maybe someday we could talk? Really talk? Not about getting back together. I know that's impossible. Just to, I don't know, get closure." "I have closure," I said gently. "I hope you find yours." "Are you seeing someone?" she asked suddenly. I paused, then nodded. "Yes." Her face fell. "Serious?" "Very. Actually, I'm engaged." The color drained from her face, exactly like it had when I'd shown her the video. "Engaged? It's only been 6 months. 7 months. Her name's Sarah. She's a pediatric surgeon. We're getting married in October." Melissa's eyes filled with tears. "That's, wow, fast. When you know, you know." What's she like? Everything I didn't know I needed. Equal part, her own career, emotionally mature, honest. "We're building something healthy. I'm happy for you," Melissa whispered, tears streaming now. "I really am. You deserve that. Thank you. Do you ever think about me?" she asked. "About us?" I looked at her, really looked at her, and realized I felt absolutely nothing. No anger, no resentment, no lingering love, just indifference. "Honestly," I said, "no, I don't think about you at all. I did watch and learn, though. I learned exactly what kind of man I want to be, and exactly what kind of partner I deserve. So thank you for that lesson, even if it came the worst possible way." She sobbed openly now, and I felt a distant pity, but nothing more. "I have to go," I said. "Sarah's expecting me. Take care of yourself, Melissa." I got in my truck and drove away, leaving her crying in the parking lot. 3 weeks later, she apparently showed up at my office again. Security called the police. Marcus helped me file a restraining order. She violated it once by sending a letter to my apartment. After that, she stopped trying. The divorce finalized in month 8. Clean split. I kept the house, my accounts, my investments. She got her $6,000 and walked away with nothing else from 7 years. Sarah and I got married in October like planned. Small ceremony, close friends and family. Vows we wrote ourselves about partnership and respect and choosing each other every day. My vows mentioned nothing about my previous marriage. Sarah's focused on building forward, not looking back. At the reception, my best man made a toast about second chances and finding the right person. I looked at Sarah and realized I'd never been happier. I heard through mutual acquaintances that Melissa eventually moved across the state for a fresh start. New city, new job, therapy still ongoing. I hoped she found peace, genuine, because her suffering didn't add to my happiness anymore. Justice had been served not through revenge, but through natural consequences. She'd made choices. Those choices had results. The video she'd created to humiliate me had become the evidence that freed me. I'd watched. I'd learned. I'd built something better, and both of us, finally, were free from a marriage that should have ended long before it did. The difference was, I'd freed myself towards something better. She'd freed herself into consequences she'd create. That was justice enough.